All right. I'll get started. What's good? What's good? We're live. One moment. What's going on? Let me know if you guys can hear me good. Gonna get started. Good morning. Doubted it. Caught it. The shorts are there, you know. Like I've usually been there for the buys. You know, everybody always like sometimes people criticize me, why you only take buys, but you guys saw yesterday I was going for those sells. And I stayed on it. That's why I streamed. Like, if you kept up with things, or if you're able to keep up with things, or even if you like paid attention to some of the streams, you know, I was showing you guys just some trading resilience, just trading in general, because there was a few streams I did over the last day. On every single one of those streams, I talked about the sells, so I went for the sells more than once. I did go for those sells more than once. First attempt didn't work. Second attempt worked. I mean, they were there. I thought it looked like a good setup. That's why you just trade what you see, one thing at a time, until the market shows you otherwise. It was a good trade yesterday. There might be a setup today. I mean, Thursday, Friday. Maybe we reverse today. Tomorrow, more likely tomorrow. Going into Friday. Hey man, I told you guys we went over it. We went over those sells quite a bit on the streams. And market's still bearish. Like, dollar is strong. We talked about this. The dollar had that candle. If anybody remembers this candlestick. So there was some good. There was a good move to catch. There was some evidence. There was. Oh, look at this guy. There was evidence. There was, you know. And this is what trading looks like right here. All like this is what trading. This is trading right here. This is not. This is look at. This is not beautiful. Well, it's beautiful to me actually. Right, some losses, couple small losses, attempts. Okay, it didn't work. Get some entries. Some of these entries were in profit actually. Like, see, even this minus 946 was up like $300 at one point. Some of these were even in profit. So like you don't always have like you don't always have to go for big moves, big moves. These trades that are like minus 100, minus 80, minus 40, minus 20. These are trades I'm just closing early, saying, okay, you know what, I can get a better entry or break even. Like that minus 118. I have a screenshot of that trade. I remember that minus 118 somewhere. For example, where's that buy? Oh, I think it was this one. I think it was this, for example. Like trades like this. Like that's gonna be trading like most of these moves were in profit. I could have closed them, some pips. Like it's like today I could have sent a signal. I didn't send a signal today because I was like, okay, obviously it would have been 4,700 buys. Like we could have caught like this move. Like there would have just been a move to catch. Something some of you guys don't understand yet. So it's like you could have traded 4,700 buys today. You know, London session open, pre-London, late Tokyo. And not that the market could, like would have gave you. Let's say you were targeting up here or something. You wanted thousands of pips. Like think about some of these trades. That's like this minus 118. Probably took that trade in London session, something like this. And for the time being, there was a reaction, right? Like most of the trades you take if you're day trading a lot, like if you're getting in and out of trades excessively, will be reactions like this even, that for the time being, for example, like you could have bought today, like in London session, say 4,700 buys. Maybe you were going for 500 pips. Say I want 500 pip trade. Early London, pre-London, going into London session. Maybe you caught, you could have caught maybe a buy there. For those of you guys that know the stuff I teach. For the time being, that's like all it would have gave you, right? That move if you were buying off of 4,700. Right? So you have to also like pay attention. Like sometimes it's better to take those quick reactions that the market gives you for the time being. You zero in on more of when something's happening, when you're getting that reaction. Because like let's say you were buying 4,700. Like unless you caught this and you were like ready for it, would have been maybe limited for the time. A lot of entry points can be like that. Look at all these entry points that I closed losses. But then look at those few winners this week. So like some of you guys are not used to, or you could get entries and you maybe hold them too long. And then the market's in the stage where it is now. And you're like, fuck, what do I do? Oh my God, that emotional kicks in. So I didn't send a trade at 4,700 because I was like, it's not, to me, it wasn't worth just getting the little bounce. Because I was like, it's probably just going to bounce. And that's really it for that time being. But yo, I was going over the shorts. If you guys, like, easy setup yesterday. Didn't have to overcomplicate it, guys. Didn't have to overcomplicate it. We broke it down yesterday. Those sells themselves, I said, could be a big trade if the market makes that move. Didn't have to overcomplicate that one. I went over it excessively for a reason. Like if you look at my streams, I went over it pretty excessively. Heck, even like 3 days ago, I talked about the potential of this idea. If you go back to the one of the very first streams I did this week, I said if we ever break down this week, if you go back to the first streams I did this week, I actually even drew this up in the beginning of the week before it even really presented itself on the first few streams I did this week. Before this idea even kind of presented itself like yesterday or you know, going into yesterday. First couple streams I did this week. You see me marking up. You'll see me marking up if gold breaks down this week, we could get something like this. If you go back to the first couple streams. Yeah, forecasting. I had this in mind since like 3 days ago. If you go back 3 days, 2 days ago, and if I did an inner circle stream on the weekend too, and I even briefly talked about this before it even came more presentable, before it more showed itself. Easy setup, not one to overcomplicate, but you know, I haven't been taking sells, and funny, yesterday I said, guys, I'm looking for sells. You know, you haven't really seen me look for sells that much. When have you guys seen me calling out sells lately? Not that often, right? Like realistically, 90% of my trades, 90 have been buys in the last year. Literally the last month, the last 2 months, however you look at it, last 5 months. So I was talking about it, even like really simply, not to overcomplicate things, right? A lot of things that we talk about on these streams. We talk about these things on these streams. Guys, it wasn't even a big trade. Obviously I have a big account, but I had a one lot. I got a one lot on that trade. Made 7,400 on a one lot. On a one lot. Could have been could have been a huge trade. Well, those will come later on. You build those up, they come. Like, you don't, like, I didn't have to push. I didn't have to push for that trade. The market gave that opportunity there, right? Simple stuff. Nothing to overcomplicate. I even said, here, look at this. I kept saying, I even said, I'm in sells. I'm in sells. I'm in sells. Looking for sells. Looking for sells. So I kept breaking it down too. Like, that's why I streamed excessively. Sometimes it's like, sometimes all you gotta do is look at one thing and not change the narrative until it's like the market proves you wrong. Let's just say, like, okay, I'm gonna attempt this once. If it doesn't work, I'll attempt it one more time. You know, readjust my zone, readjust my risk. 4 hour could be flipping 4,700 potentially. Yeah, like you Thursday, Friday potential reversals. Like, we came right back to the low. Look at that red candle. See that down candle there? Yeah, we came back into that. What's the dollar? The dollar's strong right now. Like, we did talk about that, though. Dollar does have some strength. Everything played out. That candle on the DXY, some of you guys should remember that. Trades right now. Maybe there's like you can see 4,700's holding. Gold could still try to drop down. There is a lot of bearish momentum. 4 hour close. Like, this candle could be flipping. It's like early, like pre-New York session. This candle could try to flip, but New York volume is going to come in soon. I might get a reversal. I was thinking more like tomorrow, probably buys tomorrow. You'd have to watch this candle. Like, gold could still push down, so I wouldn't go like super heavy like in these areas when it's just dropping with this bearish momentum. Like, you could get a bounce here. You could get like bounces from here. If the 4-hour closes bullish, then it could do a stronger move, like a stronger retracement back up. But I'm thinking like probably get more like a bounce here in this area, potentially 4,700, 4,690 area. Yeah, the real setup, like there's been setups this week, but it was up here. Like for me, the best setup. So like it's Thursday. One trade, like win ratio. You could see like, so I like all those strategies out there that you see people say 75% win rate, 80% win rate. Like you know like you could lose. You like I could teach you simple strategies that look at. I went for a couple setups, lost some break even. It's not really always even about like, oh, I have a strategy that wins 100% of the time or 90% of the time. Might be the most complex strategy in the world that you can't even use and you don't even know how to apply and be practical with. There's a lot of catchy, cool looking theories and concepts out there, but results like this, simple. You guys have been watching me grow this account. Anybody who's actually been tuned in, steady, not over risking, not full porting the account. If anybody's been following the streams, you guys have seen like all the trades I've taken on this. Because I've been streaming a lot. Look at since the last 2 weeks. Since 2 weeks ago, I've been streaming quite a bit. So on all these streams, I've taken trades on all these streams. On all these streams, I've taken trades in the last few weeks. There's been a lot of streams, as you can see, guys. So I told you guys, tap in. I told you guys, like, I've been telling people, I told people like a month or two ago, keep tapping in, keep tapping in, keep tapping in, right? It's just consistency. Right trade comes around the corner. Well, if you're there, you're ready for it. This isn't the only account I took this trade on either. I took this one on 2 accounts. Effective setups, effective setups. It's not about like trading every day. If you have an effective setup, that setup could make the most of your week, your month, whatever it may be. Like the day I had yesterday are some people's years, right? So if you think like it's time, it's setups, effective setups can buy a lot of time, right? Like efficient traders, effective traders, when there's an effective setup there, you want to make the most out of it, right? Between this account and my other account, right, with what I made, this is what some people might make in 4 months, 6 months, or even some people 6 months to a year, right? In trading or in life, in just life. I made yesterday what the average person might have to spend 6 months to a year working to make on one trade setup. That's what like the skill set is buying you. Like when you're developing the skill set of trading, the time you're putting into buys that eventually. Cause bro, I used to make like $25,000 a year. Made $18,000 yesterday. So days like that, right, are where the skill set buys you time. Right? You don't need to if you're there when the opportunity's there, like the right setup, one setup, like this is a good trade. Clear, break and retest, sells down to the low. You can make the most out of it. That's what your job is to do, is why your job is to wait. Like your job as a trader is to wait, stay patient, not react to every little thing. And you have to become more self-aware. So how do you develop self-awareness as a trader? This might sound weird, but you have to not trade. You have to watch the market as much as if you were trading. So let's say 1 week, or let's say 1 week, market opens up, just a regular week. Markets open up, and you're gonna treat it like a regular week. You're gonna put as much time into the market as you normally do, but you're not gonna take any trades. But you're still gonna you're gonna show up. You're gonna put in as much time as you normally would, but you're not gonna take any trades. All right, you're gonna take 0 trades. All right, but you're still gonna put in as much time as you normally would, as if you were trying to trade, as if you were trying to look for setups and watch the market, be observant. This will help you build self-awareness. It'll help you self-reflect on decisions that you make and decisions you don't make. Right? You'll see a bit of yourself when you're putting that time in. You'll see things. You'll see impulsive behaviors you might have reacted on. You'll see early entries you might have triggered. You'll see FOMO candles you might have chased. You'll see setups that you would have missed and that you should have taken. Right? You'll build self-awareness more like that than just fucking watching videos and doing random shit. You'll probably change your if you haven't done that exercise before, you'll probably change your trading in a week and be like, oh shit, man, I've been doing some shit wrong. So that's called self-awareness. You want to develop self-awareness, you need to do exercises like that. Put in as much time as you normally would. So show up to the job, but you're not getting paid, right? That's how you develop self-awareness. Might sound odd. It might sound odd, like, oh, I want to go to the charts and trade, look for setups. It might sound odd and all, but you'll see reflections of yourself on decisions you would have made, impulsive behaviors, certain behaviors, and that's where you start to refine. Am I on replay mode? I am. I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah, like this 4 hour, like there's still bearish momentum because of like DXY, guys. Look at DXY right now. Amid this whole war tension. Geopolitically, gold wants to go up. Geopolitically, war, tension, uncertainty, crisis, conflict, gold wants to go up. Geopolitically. But then interest rates, cash, there's a tight pull between gold, and there's more balance. Like geopolitically, it wants to go up. And that's like the bigger picture. I think longer term. We're also in April going into May, months where the market can like chop around and just have more equal price action. More equal sells, more equal buys in these months. Yeah, right now there's still bearish momentum. You kind of got to be aware of that. Like, I'm thinking Thursday, Friday, potential reversals. That could be tomorrow, right? The Friday reversals potentially tomorrow. Yeah, that DXY really pushed up. We broke that. It's because we broke that structure. We broke it bullish. So gold brought in sells here. And then this pullback. That candle was key. You gotta like remember moments like this because some of you guys were there for that candlestick, right? And gold wasn't necessarily dropping. If you remember it like I do, gold it was getting ready to drop, right? You could see like the power of dollar price action coming in and gold late, kind of like a later effect. We talked about that yesterday while we were streaming. Where's everybody tuning in from? Nice short. Don't doubt the short, yo. The respects, yo. It's funny because I'm always taking buys, right? And I was like, I'm taking sells, so it might mean something this time. I'm looking for sells. If it went up, I would have been like, guys, I'm sticking to my fucking buys. That's it. I was like, guys, I'm sticking to the buys. If it went up, imagine. You would have heard me saying, guys, just sticking to buys from now on. That's it. Sticking to the buys. Yeah, 4 hour could flip. Oil went up to 97 this week. Oil dumped at the end of last week when they said the Strait of Hormuz was open. And what do you know? It pumps this week. Dollar is at a higher high. Like, we are at a higher point. So, like, dollar, like, where gold buys come in is on a dollar retracement. Even if the dollar retraces a bit, you could get that bounce on gold. There's still that bullish momentum because we broke out yesterday. So still some bearish. You gotta just be aware, like, there could be Friday reversals. This 4 hour looks like it might want to flip. I'm not in any trades right now. They are still holding the low. Like, we could try to come in and tap the low if it wicks down later in New York. 46.75. Right now, 4,700 is just being tested. We might hold that. Like, I'll take small. Like, I'll take a position around this 47. Like, I got some room now, but market break and retest here even on the 30-minute. Yeah, even when it comes to just like trading history, like I've showed this before where like I had some losses, and then a couple wins like this. Like, it doesn't have to look pretty all the time. Like, risk to reward is a huge factor. Risk management, positioning. Because some of these were really good trades for the time being. Some of these were good trades that were up $500, $700, $800. Like, I think at the most one of them was up like $1,200. Like, some of these were good entries for the time being. Like, where and when I was entering. Let's say it was London Open, right? And this is how a lot, like, when you really understand gold, you can find entries on it. Like, I'm able to find entries, right? That might react around the time that I'm spotting that entry. Like, some of these entries were good trades. They're losses, right? They're managed losses, right? That's what we said, managed losses, right? They were more effective for the time they were taken at. Like, some of them were taken pre-London or early New York, and they reacted 150 pips, came back. Reacted 100 pips, came back. Some of them, maybe even one or two of them went up 200-300 pip range, and then that was it. That came back. So like that for the time being, where the entry was spotted based on, okay, this is happening right here, right now. Break of structure, retest, happening in London session. For the time being, a lot of those entries were effective. You might look at them and be, oh yeah, losses, but if I were to go back on every single one, they all had entries. Some of them were multiple attempts of the sells. I'm going to go for buys. Try to get around 4,700 if you're not already in on gold. People always ask me, like, why are you trading small? Why have you... like, there's volatility right now, and I'm building up. Like, if I start trading an account a certain way, I'm just going to keep kind of trading it in that way that I've been trading it. Scale up a bit as I go. Build some profit for those right trades. Like yesterday was one of those trades that I'm like, all right, I can hold this. I'll look for buys for this New York session, like going into New York session, but if we break the low, if we break this low, then we have to look for like the next setup tomorrow or tonight or going into tomorrow. So I'll take buys around 4,700 area for gold. And more or less, like, we'll probably get a bounce here, like, in a bit. I think, like, if we're going to get a trade, a good reaction, we'll get more of a bounce. I want this to pull back a bit more to 4,700, however, like, even 4,702, 4,701, around that 4,700 more. Maybe we catch some Thursday, Friday buys, buying gold into the end of the week. Uncertainty, something happens on the weekend, bam. The Sundays have been crazy. I'll show you. Sundays have been pretty crazy. Where's gold? Because if you look at gold, actually, the last couple of weeks, it did kind of finish higher in price. And then Sundays dumped. Sunday market open dumped and then found buys after it dumped. If you guys paying attention to that, some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Man, if this can come back like 4701, 4702, I'll hit it a bit more. It's at 4705. Last couple Sundays have been interesting, and we're nearing end of the week, and like we got this war going on. Gold's dropping. Interesting. So I'm just putting, my spider senses are tingling. I'm just thinking of something. Starting like end of the week. Weekend's coming. There's always something that happens on the weekend. Gold's dropping. Might be interesting. I'm just brainstorming. Look at the last few Sundays. How the market's opened. There's some traders in the inner circle that caught the dip, like when market opened 46. What was it, 50 or the 50? I think. Yeah, the 47.50. Same with even last week. Just looking for small buys, maybe scalping. New York session could turn. Like I'm just brainstorming right now though, because remember we're going into the end of the week. Gold, like last week, it pumped up. Like it finished last week pretty strong, and then dumped. We've been dumping since Friday. Like Friday was up here, right? Like where the market closed. And even the Friday before it, like, finished strong, went up more in that week. Like, if you look at the last 2 weeks, like, price went up more. Like, at the end of the week, price was higher. Dumped when the market opened. Last week, market was higher. Where it finished higher. Dumped on the market open. This week, we're finishing lower in price in a sense. Like we're going down lower. Some shit's probably gonna happen this weekend. I don't know. Trump's gonna say something. Iran, this, that, something. You know, there's gonna be something. Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday, like some news when the market's closed. So obviously, like if the market's finishing lower in the week, it might make more sense. Like if the market's down on the week, like really down, it might make sense for those buys, end of the week buys, if it's really down. But yeah, on both sides, you got to be prepared, because when the market opens Sunday, like something's going to happen on the weekend. We're going to get news. And when the market opens, liquidity is going to come in fresh. Boom. But we're trading lower this week. Like if you look at the last 2 weeks, right, from like where the market opened compared to where the market opened compared to where it finished higher. So like gold still has demand right now. If you look at a lot of weeks, like there's like 2 weeks ago there was buys all week. Like there was buy pressure. There's sells up here. There's still demand. Like geopolitically, there's a lot of demand for gold because we're living in like high crisis uncertainty times. Like the the uncertainty index is at like historical highs, like highest it's like ever been. So uncertainty is the highest it's ever been. Normally gold would be ripping up like in these days. Like the war's been going on for like over 50 days now. Gold would have been surging. Who knows if it's preparing itself for that this year, later this year, right? China's still been buying. Like China's central bank has still been buying gold. Yeah, I really didn't get a good entry on this. It's too small. I really wanted it to get back to like 4701, 4702 and hit it. I like doing that. I like building a position, trying to get like lower fills. It's how I do things. Just some light pips, 70 pips. Pays for the food. $100. Like if you want to make $100, I can show you how to make if you want. Like tell me your goals. If you have goals of $100 a day or $500 a day, $100 a day, I could make that. I could make that. You know, it's obviously the account. The buy power. No, I've been growing this account though, steady, slow, and steady. This guy keeps popping up. Freaking guy, whoever that is. So yeah, back to this as I was saying. If you look at 2 weeks ago, gold was pushing up, finished the week stronger. Like it would have been green, right? Market dumped on open. And then, so yeah, like market's open here. Same thing, like finishes the week higher. Now, as we're gauging and going towards the end of the week, we're going into Thursday, Friday territory, end of the week territory. It's just it's just something that I'm thinking about, like, you know, all the conflict going on, weekend. Market has been dropping all week, right? Are they trying to find buys, lower buys? Potentially, right? Going into the end of the week. Do they dump the market? Does market dump? Because you got to look at last Sunday. Last Sunday was pretty crazy. Market just dumped when it opened this candle. Then it brought those buys all week. All week. Same with the week before. Market dropped on open, brought buys all week. This week, no. It did drop on open. Brought buys, continuations. We broke. It was, you know, we broke. I didn't catch those first sales. I literally tried to at one point when I realized it was turning around. Missed it. So you might see like Thursday, Friday reversals at key times. Like if you notice, London session actually brought a buy today. Like I was saying at the beginning of the session, 4,700. Remember what I was saying about like some of those trades, right? That were losses. They were good trades. They were good entries. And they were just more effective for the time. That would be like me taking a buy here. That would have been a really good entry for the time. Was it the only entry forever? No. For that time being. So when you're going into maybe a transition of where things could be reversing, like flipping, key times, like right now, maybe buyers come in. If not, we'd look at like late Tokyo going into London session. Or same thing tomorrow. Do buyers come in around key times? Even silver, look what silver did. Silver had the same setup. I marked that out yesterday on silver. Might be an interesting end of the week though, but yeah, like one thing you got to be prepared for. I've been trading for over 10 years. Some of you guys maybe are newer traders in the market. If you haven't seen this video on my channel, fair warning here, because people talk about it all the time now. Go watch this video, because I've been saying the same thing for 9 months now about the markets. and the volatility, how you're gonna have to learn how to adapt at times to volatility. And what do I talk about in this video? Trump, tariffs. I talk about headlines. In this video, I talk about headlines. How news, headlines. I talk about COVID. I talk about Ukraine, Russia. I talk about this, that. I talk about all these different things, right? In this video. And I relate it to gold. Some of you guys have not been paying attention, right? I talk about a lot of things in this video that we're still talking about to this day, in the sense of adapting, understanding the markets, right? I talk about the gold volatility during COVID, wars. I talk about headlines, how these headlines are very sensitive these days, right? Something and something you just got to be aware of is the environment we're in right now. Very geopolitical environment, so that's why you have so much volatility. So stuff, we're still talking about a lot of that stuff. Oh, we got some pips. I mean, if I want to swing this, if it's like, this is one of the trades, so obviously with an account like this, the risk is so little with this trade. This is something I could really try to hold. Like if I'm really trying to swing, like swing trading on this account's easy, but I'll do it with small trades like this that I don't really have to worry about as much in risk. Like something that's like, okay, if I'm going for a swing, let me go for a swing. Not really, it's a small trade, right? That type of sense. Like I had a one lot yesterday. Like the one lot made $7,000, right? I didn't get in as big as I wanted to on this position, but it is what it is. So like what I'll do for like in a situation like this, if I were to close this trade, if I wanted to take another trade today, I wouldn't go too big on risk. I would just stay around this same position because I didn't get in as much as I wanted to there. Still a good reaction on price, like 100 pips, 110 pips. Yeah, 4,700 holding. So like that's the low. Like we came back to the low. Bro, those sells were beautiful. I hope you guys caught those sells because I was talking about it. I hope you guys caught those sells, man. Those sells were beautiful. I'll make a breakdown video on that, but like the breakdowns were live realistically. Like if you think about it, like I'll probably make some trainings on that. But bro, like the breakdowns, they were live. Like if you were watching the streams, like it's all there too, recorded. All the streams that I did. Yeah, 4,700 holding. If this 4 hour closes bullish in 2 hours, so this candle has 2 hours left. If it closes and finishes bullish, like let's say something like this, the next candle could wick back down and still provide potentially an entry if this candle closes bullish. And you get like a bigger bounce up. And that's where this would turn into like an alright trade. If it comes down to making money, if it's like whatever, like $300 to $500 a day, small trades like this on the account, super small, like $230 already. Let's not forget. Remember the post? We can't forget, yo. We can't forget, yo. We can't forget. Remember what's the post I just did? On Instagram. I don't know. I just posted this on Instagram here. Let's not forget, yo. Let's not forget. Let's humble ourselves real quick. Let's just humble. You gotta humble yourself sometimes. All right. 20K days. Like I had a big day yesterday, so like big days, they could come naturally. Let's humble ourselves real quick, yo. Like a salary? A doctor's salary could be like $300 to $500, $300 yo. So, trading has ruined my concept of money, bro. I only made $500 today. I only made 300. I only made this. I only made $1,000. Only. What's wrong with me? I only made $4,000 today. I could have made $5K. Fuck. I just made someone's salary. What's wrong with me? Greed. Greed is one hell of a drug, alright? You gotta remember when you started trading too. Like, remember when you started trading? Some of you guys started trading, you were dreaming of making $100 a day, probably, and like, holy shit, if I could make $100 a day, that would change my life. If I could make $200 a day, that would change my life. Or if I could make $300, $500 a day, or $1,000 a week, that would change my life, right? Greed can be one hell of a drug. That's coming from someone who has made millions of dollars, lost it all, and made it back. So that's coming from someone who's lost everything. Now, I've lost everything more than once. Let's talk about losing everything, because some of you guys ask me this question all the time. And I actually I was in the car last night driving around. I recorded a video talking about this, so it'll actually be a cool video. And some of you guys asked me, like, Evan, what would you do if you lost it all? Like, what if you had to start over, if you lost everything? And like, the thing is, I have. Like, I already have been through phases of losing it all. Some of you guys probably have too. And like, when I say it all, like, one time I lost $6 million overnight because of a fucking stupid Ponzi scheme. So it was just my fault for being stupid and trusting something stupid, right? I lost $6 million in a snap of a finger, gone, like, just gone. That happened. So that was losing everything overnight. If you want to look at everything, not everything, I still had assets. That's the great thing, I had assets. Assets, stocks, crypto, I still had assets, but like, lost mostly everything. But like, when we talk about losing everything, like, I've lost everything before. Bro, one time when I was 19 years old, I was trading NFP for NFP morning, USD CAD. I used to trade USD CAD. Two of my friends were with me. One of my buddy Daniel was with me. He was there. And I lost $4,000. That was everything at the time. I've lost everything more than once. One time, I was 19 years old, I remember. I'm turning 30 in August. I was 19 years old. So I'm turning 30 in August. So this is a while ago. I was trading NFP. I blew my entire account. That was everything. At the time, it was like 4,800 Canadian dollars in my account, gone in minutes. I cried that day because the weight of I could lose 50K today. I could lose 50K, 20K, 10K today. The weight of that $4,000 at the time was everything. Right? I've lost everything more than once. You guys want to talk about, people always ask me, Evan, what would you do if you had to start over? Bro, do you know how many times I've had to fucking start over? What do you mean? What? You guys ask me this question. Bro, what do you mean? I've had to start over time and time again. Many times. I've been doing this 11 years. Right? So, growth doesn't happen when you make money. Growth happens when you have to start over, because that's when you create a different version of yourself. You got to go back to the drawing board. Growth starts when you have to create a different version of yourself. When moments like that happen, there's going to be there's gonna be sample sizes of starting over. If you want to get to 100 million, whatever your goals are, some of you guys might want to hit 6 figures. Some of you guys want to make 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, maybe 8 figures, maybe $100 million is your goal. Maybe you want to make hundreds of millions of dollars, right? Whatever it is. Along the way, there's gonna be sample sizes of having to start over. You know how many times you know how many times I had to start over? I made my first $1 million at 22 years old, right? And lost 6-7 million overnight once. That was years ago. And made it back, built it back. Thank God to crypto. And Bitcoin. Thank God to Bitcoin, honestly. Like, literally. And it's not thank God, that's like, it's building a foundation. You're gonna have to start over many times, but you need to build a foundation. A foundation of skill set, experience. Because if you ask me what happened when you lost $6 million overnight, I was depressed for 2 months. I couldn't even trade, right? But if you stay in a phase too long, it'll mold you, right? It'll mold you into that. So, yeah, sometimes you have to weather the storm. And you have to accept it for what it is, but you have to use those moments as opportunities. Most people lose. Everyone loses. Everyone loses. But there's few people that actually relearn, build smarter again. Like, use those moments to say, hey, this moment turned things around for me, right? You blow an account. Don't run away from it. You have a bad week. You have a bad month. I've lost everything. If you were to ask me how many times you've lost, I don't know how many times I've lost. I've lost that time I was explaining the NFP morning. The weight of that, how heavy that was. I was 19 years old. Just lost all my savings. That was all my life savings at the time. Gone. In a snap of a finger, gone. The weight of that at the time, how heavy that was at the time, felt probably heavier than even losing millions of dollars because of just how much it was at the time for me. And that was 4,800 Canadian dollars. And that now, like, I'll make that on a trade. I'll lose that in a day. Like, I'll lose that and it'll be normal, right? So, I mean, you're gonna have these little samples of pullbacks, blown accounts, bad weeks, bad months. It might paralyze you. Yeah, it might paralyze you. You might paralyze, but if you stay too paralyzed for too long, that'll mold you, because success requires action, right? Money likes energy and action, movement, right? Money circulates, right? It's always moving, right? So it requires action, right? Constant rhythm, action, creating rhythm for yourself, creating energy. If something bad happens to you, you have a bad month, you have a bad week, you blow your account, right? This and that. That might paralyze you. If you sit in that for too long, maybe you won't learn. I have always used those things that have paralyzed me as turning points to say, okay, we got to do things differently. So I've probably lost I've had to start over, and I've lost more than probably all of you guys can count put together, to be honest, to be real. So starting over, that's just creating a new version of yourself, going back to the drawing board. That's why success loves speed, because the faster you fail, the faster you learn, right? We just talked about money and how money and everything likes action, constant action, right? Success loves speed for a reason, because the faster you fail, the faster you learn. Oh, you like that's where the realization doesn't click for most people, because you're gonna fail. You're gonna have hard times. You're gonna fail. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make errors, but no one prepares you for that. So that's why they also say success is like jumping out of a moving plane and creating a parachute on the way down, right? Jumping into things. Oh yeah, gold. There goes gold. See, a light trade can turn into a $500 a day. I could still make a 500 to 1,000 a day, even if I don't try. Like, if I could, even if I don't try, I could make 500 to 1,000 a day. So, hey, on average, I don't even really have to try. Still a decent trade. 4,700. Hey man, right timing. It's all just about timing. Everyone's DMing me when I'm sleeping. Yo, bro, are you in trades, bro? Are you? I get text messages and messages when I'm sleeping, and I wake up and I see messages. Yo, are you in any trades, bro? I'm like, no. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't even sleep without getting a message about if I'm in a trade or not. You guys are spoiled. I spoil you guys, man. What other mentor or coach are you guys messaging, like, yo bro, are you in any trades? Every day, like all the time. I'm what's this? That's an old screenshot. Break and retest. What was this? February. Oh, what's a collage? Oh, 49.50. Yeah, we just hit this candle. It could pull back, like we just shifted out, so probably gonna get a retracement. It could go for a retracement back in. What's dollar doing? A little retracement on dollar brought that little bit of it, because dollar's at a higher high. See the 4-hour just dropped. Gold sells, like, I mean, gold buys would be hard in here. But like you can see this rejection, you can see sort of in here, gold starts to bring in some buys where there's like more dollar at that higher high angle. Here there's a high, higher high, higher high. It's like there could be a pullback. Bro, people, yeah, what would I do if I started over? I would rebuild. Like, that's like the bottom line answer. If I had to start over, if I lost everything, I'd do what I did. I did it already. You rebuild. You build smarter. You rebuild, because if you have experience, if you have a skill set, if you have knowledge, right? Yeah, you guys got to remember, I've been doing this 11 years now, right? So, like, people always ask me that question. What would you have to do if you started over? What would you do if it was day one again? I would rebuild. I already have the knowledge. I have the experience. I have the skill set. If I had the same skills, the same knowledge, the same experience, right? Or if I knew what I knew, I would just rebuild. Sometimes it's mentality too, about the way you go into something, right? Like, most people have a try mindset. You know, most people have this try mindset. You know, I'm gonna try this for a few months, see how it goes, see if I like it. I'm gonna try this out. Let me try this. You know, let me try. It's a try mindset. Probably like gold. It could come back. It could come back, and that would be like, yeah, like it could try to pull back down, and then continue up. It just shifted out like crazy. Light trade there. Was up like 500 bucks there. You could see at one point. Still have it running. Might be a good trade if that's a big pullback. That could come. Yeah, we could get a big pullback. Like if it comes to rebalance, it could come near my entry. We shifted out the high here. Could even come at least to like this high. Like, yeah, it could. That's the thing. It's in a stage right now. It could pull back to here, even like try to pull back to my entry. So it might be, I don't know, if any of you guys got in buys, it might be worth closing or taking some partials, securing something, because the pullback that could happen, like, it doesn't look like much right now, but it would, like, I'm up $400. I would be up like 180 or like 80 bucks if it pulls back. So it could be a significant pullback. If it does, like, it's in a stage where it just broke out. Right, we just swept this high. We swept the high. In case you get that pullback, it could be a good idea to secure some partials in a stage like this in case that pullback happens, or in case that bigger pullback happens. We just shifted out though. We took out the highs. We swept down low. There was this like here. Swept down, shifted out. It does look like buyers are in control. That's why I like getting on a little bit before notice how I like streaming a little bit before London, because oftentimes you can catch moves like early London and then you're kind of done, or like it's not even really New York session yet and I could just be done for the day and I don't really got to worry about all that volatility later. That's why like gold can be good to focus on pre-London hours, London obviously, or even like these hours a bit before New York even opens. You can catch entries these times. Like volume can come in even a bit before New York opens, and you can even be done for the day before like all that 9:30, 10:30 volatility comes in. A lot of days, most days. We're getting back into rhythm, yo. I told you guys, man. When I say stuff, I mean it. Remember I said middle of May. I said like a month ago, I'm going to be changing my schedule around. I'm going to be trying to, there's going to be change. I don't have a schedule right now, but if you notice the times I'm streaming at, I'm developing a new routine. So just stay consistent, stay locked in. New websites launching soon. Now, I'm going to close this and wait for just like a pullback. I'll take a light $400 day on a Thursday. And I'll wait for pullback entry. Light 400 USD. So it is what it is. I'm here in Canada, you know. Light day. I'm here in Canada, so, you know, over here, a little $500 USD day. It's good. It's alright. It's alright work. It's alright. It's alright. That USD to CAD, yo. That USD to CAD right now is interesting times, yo. That thing could go to like 140 again. That'd be crazy. Like, I think it was in the 140s. Yeah, I might get a pullback. So for me, it's like worth closing in a situation like that where the market just ran. Because remember, I didn't even get a full position. So normally that would have been like at least $1,200 to $1,600 right there, right? So in that case of like a move, if I got a bit bigger of a position. So like in my case, it's like it's a smaller position and I'm not looking at the profit. I'm looking at the movement that was made, right? Remember how I said I didn't get in as big as I should have. I wanted a bit more of a pullback, was a little picky there. So a realization of that I could have been bigger trade. Respect the move, right? Don't look at the number. Respect the move, right? Respect the movement, the reaction that you get, the movement that you capitalize at the time. Because that's what the job is, right? The job is to make money, right? At the end of the day, right? The job is not to be too anal and analytical and picky about perfectionist, right? It's a very imperfective world trading, right? So you got to respect the moves at times. Yeah, it was light, $400 or whatever, but I'm respecting the move there. Because to me, I would rather take that 400 than having that pullback, because it was a good move, right? That the market made there. You got to respect moves for times. Like, that's like those trades I was showing you, right? Like that had those losses, those smaller losses, like those are good trades for times, right? Like this could have turned into one of those trades that like if I just go break even, maybe it's like I only end up closing $80 or $100 or minus 80 or something like that. Yeah, so I closed that. To me, it's worth closing. It could pull back. That's ideally what I want to see, and then go for like possible re-entries, like on a deeper pullback, closer to like maybe 47.10, 47.15, 47.10. For me, that's probably where I would start. Seeing if we can get a retracement down and back into those like lower, the 4700 area, 4710, 4715, like back down into that area. We get that drop down, I'll be positioning myself again. All right, that's what I'll look for next, and I'll just use like what I made there for my risk. Yeah, I close and it goes up. It's typical. You close a trade and it goes up 60 pips in front of you. Yeah, life. What's new? Tell me something. Tell me something I didn't hear. Tell me something I haven't done for years. You close a trade, shoots up 100 pips right when you close it. Oh no, that's nothing new. That's life. That's life. So that's either like I would have just got off, put that break even, call it a day, but retracement, continuation, possibility. I hope you guys caught those sells yesterday though. I hope you guys caught those sells, because bro, told everybody I was going for sells, told everybody I was in sells. Tried to make my point clear. There was a reversal too. Like I was getting, I'm the type of trader that can get in before even like because I had entries up here. I get in before the shift even happens at times, which is where like, yeah, I'll have that early attempt at times because I'm good at spotting reversals even before they can happen. But you had that shift there too. Nice head and shoulders. So even so, like when this broke down, like you had like your final potential entries like here to catch when it broke down. Hope you guys caught those sells though, man. Yeah, retracement. If gold retraces, potential buy. Bro, I just woke up and I came to trade with you guys. Like I would have just woke. I just woke up. Bro, you guys see how much? Like I barely slept the last 2 days. I just woke up. So I barely slept. If you see how much I streamed and the times I was streaming, like I barely slept. It paid off. 18,000 yesterday. It paid off. So it paid off. Light day today. Light day today. I like came here to trade with you guys, show you, to update you guys. Otherwise, I probably would have just stayed in bed and took that trade in my bed. All right. So don't wait on me, yo. Don't wait on me. Don't wait on me. Learn the strat. Learn. You guys should also be like. I bet most of my students were probably already in buys before I took that buy. I can guarantee, I can guarantee squeeze you. Most of my students were probably in buys. Like a good amount of them were probably in buys before I even took the buy there. I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you. I could bet my left nut on it. All right. I bet my left nut on it. All right. I can guarantee you. So. If you didn't catch the trade, it's okay. Learn. There's always going to be trades, guys. I'm telling you, like, a year from now, remember this quote when I say there's always going to be trades. Because, like, there's always going to be trades. Look at the sells, man. The sells proved that. I think those sells proved that, too. Because those sells were there. The sells proved there's always going to be setups. Right? You just got to be there. Like, you got, like, the sell setup proved that. There's going to be setups. Win trades, losing streaks. I've shown you guys losing streaks and getting out of them, right? Out of the rut, right? And my losing streaks aren't even that bad. If I lose 2 trades in a row and it's like, holy, I'm public enemy number 1. So help me God if I lose 2 trades in a row. So help me God. If I lose 2 trades in a row, Lord, if your boy loses 2 trades in a row, public enemy number 1. Let me tell you, holy, I'll tell you, it's like it is crazy. If I lose 2 trades in a row, people be like, Evan's on a losing streak, and I'm like, huh? What? Wait, what? I had some, like in middle February and March, I had some weeks up and down where I lost 2 trades, won a trade, lost a trade, won a trade, lost 2 trades, won a trade, and it was, yeah, it was what it was, but that's trading. But like, there's always gonna be trades. Like, I got myself out of that, and that's like, I came on here to talk a little bit about some of those things, like getting yourself out of losses, getting like, what is a losing streak? A losing streak would be if I lost like 7 trades in a row or 6 trades in a row, 5 trades in a row. But you know, like, not two trades in a row. If I lost 2 trades today, I wouldn't freak out, right? I'd be like, okay, I'll look at what went wrong, assess it, adapt. That's what you gotta do, like. Because like the last time I went on a losing streak was like May last year. I had a losing streak May last year. I had a pretty rough patch May last year. This year, February, March, had some ups and downs. That's trading, guys. If you think you're gonna come into trading and whatever you're seeing on social media, people making millions of dollars, and you're just gonna click buttons and do that, no, like, you're signing yourself up for some tough lessons. If you think there's people out here making millions and millions of dollars like they look like they are, I'll show you a millionaire lifestyle. Just come hang out with me for a week and you'll see like the life that we like. You know, it's, you know, so some of these LARPers out there, there's some LARPers out there, bro, that some of you guys think are millionaires, and it's like some of these. I just bought a Rolls Royce and I don't even have a license, so like I haven't even posted the video yet. Fuck, I gotta post a video about it. Fucking, been trading. Squad's got a car. I'm gonna get a fleet. I'm just gonna buy all my. I told myself I'm just gonna buy all my friends' cars. The people I love cars. There. When you're rich, you're rich, yo. So it's like, fuck it. Bitcoin. Yeah, I'll wait for a pullback. So I'm not gonna enter here. You guys saw where I had entries down here. It was either hold those entries or wait for a re-entry. So I gotta wait for pullbacks. On the next 4 hour, probably on the next 4 hour. We still have tomorrow. Like, maybe some of you guys I can guarantee you, like I said, I know some of my students were probably already in buys or took buys on their own before I even did that. Like, there's a lot of people here that don't even need signals, don't even need they're at that point, and that's like the community. I created this community to give people the information. Here's the information. Absorb it, learn it. And take things on your own too. Like, you could build self-sufficiency as a trader, right? The new website's coming out middle of May, guys. So working on some things right now. Finishing this is gonna look completely different. Like, some of this stuff is gonna look completely different when we're done. We're almost done the website though. Get in there. All right. Working on some things. Tools about to be updated, added in the scripts, working on the scripts for this. I already got all the tools, but adding them to here. There's the final phase. It's going to be fucking sick. I'm not even trying to upsell you on anything. Like, it's going to be fucking sick. Like, I've been working on this for a long time. So it's going to be the place to be. It's going to be the place to be when we're done. We're not even done, but it's getting there. This is the trading journal, so kind of like TradeZella, my FX book, those things out there. Well, full trade journal implemented as well. There's, like, everything that's part of the community, everything I talk about, it's just going to be all on one website. So get in there. Almost done. Middle of May. Middle of May. Lifetime access. And this is it. This is the rollout. This is what I've been building. People have always asked me my goals, right? Like, I wanted to build this 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, but I was in a position where I couldn't, right? So it takes time. Like they say, a Honda Civic, what is it? A Rolls Royce takes how long to make? 6 months. A Honda Civic takes 6 hours. Or a Toyota or something like that. Toyota Prius, 6 hours. Or it's like a Rolls Royce takes 6 months. So we're working on it. It's gonna look like this right now. When you guys see the rollout, what I just showed you, like when you see the complete rollout, it's gonna look different, a bit different than everything you guys have been seeing too. I'm showing you guys the inside and everything, but I'm gonna make sure it's different. It's gonna be different. Like, that's why I'm showing you guys everything. I wouldn't show you guys all this if we were gonna tweak it up a bit. I wouldn't show you guys everything and all if it wasn't gonna be a little tweaked. I would keep it a surprise, but it's rolling out in May. Yeah, wait for gold to pull back. That's what I'm gonna wait for. Deeper pullback. Hopefully some of you guys took those buys. I know for like I said, I'm gonna check the chat. Like, I guarantee you, I can guarantee squeeze you. Like I said, there were some people that probably got buys on their own. Oh, Christian and buy. Like, this is an inner circle student. Literally caught buys. 101 GBP. We on that GBP, yo. Damn, GBP. Great British Pounds. Oof, what's this? This might have been earlier. Oh, that was earlier. That was yesterday. Them sells, yo. That was them sells, yo. Even Leo, the camera guy, Leo caught the sells, guys. Like, if you didn't catch the sells, Leo caught the sells, yo. If you guys didn't catch the sells, I'm disappointed because I broke it down different sessions. If you guys didn't catch sells, damn, like, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be actually sad, yo, because I streamed, like, hella times. I tried to get the info out there, like, I streamed, showed the trades. I even, if you're in the inner circle, like, I took an L, and I even said, like, I'm still watching for sells. I'm in sells. If you guys didn't catch the sells, I'm sad. I'm actually sad, bro. Like, I made sure, like, the info got. I tried to make sure, like, yo, like, guys, I'm looking, like, break and retest. I'm actually sad if you guys didn't catch sells. As I'm looking through the chat, I see a couple people posted. I didn't look through, like, all the chats, but I hope some of you guys got. I hope a lot of you guys got those sells. Yo, this is actually hilarious. Best place to go trade, Strait of Hormuz. Charts got confusing, so I came here myself. Now my entry depends on ships, not candles. How many ships passing today? How many ships didn't pass? That's friggin' funny. Friggin' AI, man. AI. Alright, we got some sells. Oh, that was it's a 47.30. Yeah, man. I hope you guys got some sells, man. So I think some people overcomplicated it, man. Like, one guy I'll break down the same setup 3 streams in a row, right? Like, I'll break down the same setup like 3 streams literally in a row, right? About gold. Like, I broke it down multiple times about, like, okay, this is the first zone, second zone. Like, one man can break down the same thing 3 days in a row, and you guys, people still overcomplicate it. I'm serious. It's like, now you guys, the day I'm looking for sells, everybody's like, okay, I'm gonna start looking for buys. Talked about this area, the sells, man. That was a quick stream. I did a quick stream, quick little update, and then I came back a couple hours later. There it is, like. I did this stream, and then I came back a couple hours later. And then I came back a couple hours later from that. So I hope you guys caught them sells, man. Because the sells were there. That was a simple setup. People are like, I'll catch a good trade, a simple good trade, and people always ask me, "Yo, where's the next trade?" I'm like, "Yo, like, chill. Like, there was a great trade, one trade at a time, fam." There does like, if one trader's catching these sells, I'm not looking. Okay, 5 minutes later, yo, what's the next trade? Oh, yo, trade. I got trade rate. No, it's yo, one setup at a time. Some of y'all need patience. Actually, like what I've learned from actually like opening my own community, like I launched my own community this year, and I learned like holy traders need patience. I learned that extremely. Like I already knew that from years of coaching and teaching, but like I really learned it when I launched my own community. People late up night, 4 a.m., 6 a.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. What's gold doing? What's gold doing? What's gold doing? I just gotta wait for the pullback. Yeah, I missed out on some pippage there, but it is what it is. Might be those Thursday, Friday reversals. Remember I talked about at one point on this stream how it's interesting how we're like ending the week off like down lower. So yeah, Thursday, Friday reversals could be playing out even tomorrow. I'm gonna stream. I'm still gonna stream. I'm gonna stream tonight. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm probably gonna stream 3 more times. So yeah, at least 3 more times. I'm gonna stream tonight. Well, I'll stream later today, tonight in London, and tomorrow. Yeah, so at least 3 more times. I'm just gonna stream around different times. So I'll probably stream like late Tokyo tonight or around pre London. And then tomorrow around the same time I did today. This morning was buys. Wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow was buys as well, depending on where price is. I see some people in the chat were already in buys. I already knew it. Like I said, some people were already in buys. Already. No, I'm not scalping right now. Just looking for more like concrete, big pullbacks. I'm not scalping right now. I wouldn't call that a scalp. The trade that I took, that I closed, the $400 there, I would be up like $600 right now. That trade, I wouldn't really call it like I mean, the time I was in, it wasn't in long. That's the power of gold, but I wasn't using like scalping technique there. You know, I was trading how I usually just trade. I wasn't using like a scalping technique there. The 4 hour was low, $4,700. Using that whole number, right? I was using that. I came on today because I was looking at 4,700. Like, okay, might hold it. That's why I took that trade. Some people took that trade before I even took it. I see in the chat, like some people know, like the people who show up here consistently already know the sauce. They already know sometimes things I'm going to say or things I'm going to talk about. That's like just duplication, repetition, because the strategy and the things I teach, they're duplicatable. They're repetitive. Like the strategies that I've taught are generational. they're taught in other communities, other academies, other courses. People teach my strategy elsewhere. They use it. It's used for other tools, scanners. It's out there. Like it's been like that for years too. Like the strategies and things I've taught have worked for years for lots and lots of traders. Lots of traders. I'll tell you, lots of different traders, even educators out there that some of you guys might follow. Even other educators. The concepts, the mindset, it's not just about the strategies, about charts. It's the mindset, the psychology of what you're doing too. Like this stuff has worked not just for me. It's worked for other community. It works for other communities, other environments, right? So that's one thing you guys gotta understand. Like the people who show up here consistency, they see the repetition, the duplication, that repetitiveness, right? And there's a lot to learn here if you stay consistent. Signals, there's always gonna be signals, right? If you're here to just copy signals, I'm going to be 100% real with you. Like, go find me one millionaire that copied signals only. Go find me a millionaire that just copied signals, right? That's like the realest thing you're going to get, right? Because, like, if you're just here to copy signals, like, you're not going to learn from the signals at all. You're not going to understand them. Like, the people who are showing up, right, every day, when I send a signal, they can look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, I see what he's looking at," or they can even critique it. The people who are showing up every day, they can see a signal and be like, "Yep, that makes sense." Like, "Oh, I see the same thing." But if you're just here, if you're here just copying signals, like just here to copy trades, you're not gonna get that little breakthrough, that learning, and that's a key ingredient with signals. Like, no matter whose signals you're copying, you could copy the best trader in the world. You could go copy Inner Circle Trader, who's apparently the best trader in the world. He has the most followers, right? He has millions of traders following him, right? Go copy all his signals. I bet you it wouldn't be pretty. It probably wouldn't, because he's not a good trader, right? So like, that's the thing. Like, you could copy the best trader signals in the world and you won't learn, right? And if you don't learn, when you lose, you're not gonna understand, and then you're just gonna stop trading. You're gonna lose a trade, you're gonna cry, and then you're gonna be done trading. Meanwhile, the people who are actually learning are gonna be like, okay, I understand. They're gonna be able to adapt, learn. Like, but if you're just copying signals, fine. Like, that's fine, up to you, right? But I'm telling you, like, the people who are consistently like absorbing the material, showing up, if they get a signal, they understand it differently, right? They understand. Oh, they might be able to see the chart, like, oh, I see the price, or this, that. So when it comes down to losing, some people lose differently. Like, I have a community, so like, some people lose differently. Some of you guys lose and you're paralyzed by the market because you don't understand what happened or what's happening, or you're not understanding the markets. And then others lose and they say, okay, it's just another loss, right? Or you don't have risk management, right? That's the thing. Risk management, that's one thing, and that's where that emotional stuff comes into play. The emotional side of trading, right? Because like, you could copy signals all day. That's all you could do. And again, you could copy signals. There could be win. The second you lose 2-3 trades in a row, you're gonna be paralyzed by the market because you're not learning, right? So I'm gonna tell you, like, the markets are something you still gotta learn. Like, there could be an auto trader out there, the best AI tool, whatever, auto trader or something out there, the best signal. It could be the number one trader in the world, right? If you're not like learning strategy, like how these things work, because the reason I'm saying this is because there's people, like I said, who were already in that trade before I took it. They knew what was coming before I even, they knew what the market was doing. They understood. Like, there's people on here right now who, before I even clicked buy and said, guys, I'm getting in buy, took it before I did. Do you understand that? Do you understand what I'm saying? There's people that acted before I did, right? That saw the buys before I even talked about the buys or even clicked buy myself, that were already in it. So the point I'm getting to is they didn't even need to rely on me, right, to make their own money. So that's self-sufficiency right there, right? So that, like, there's something here, right? Because if I clicking buy, if I'm seeing buy, like, there's duplication there. There's a repetitive mindset psychology. You still gotta wait for the pullback. I'm not gonna buy here. I was already in buys down here. You guys saw I took buys live down here like some time ago, but I'm gonna wait for a pullback. That's like key, I think. Don't want to chase price. Good entries. You want good entries. This would be a random entry. If we were talking about the difference between random entry and not a random entry, if I were to take buys right here, this would be a random entry, I would say. If I was buying here, this would be a pretty random entry. All right. So we don't want to be taking entries up here, personally, for me right now, because I had buys down there, so I want the market to come relatively near where I had the buys before. Pullback would be good. We still have tomorrow. Like, today went up. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow tried to go up. And remember what the market did when it opened Sunday. There were some traders who caught crazy trades. I saw, like, I don't know if any of you guys saw, but crazy result yesterday. And this is like the power of buy the dip. I forget where it is, but Yeah, like I don't even know where it is, but I think someone turned like $452 to, yeah, here it is. This is crazy. This is yesterday when gold dumped. Before the sells, actually, like when gold dumped, or this is this week. Yeah, this is part of this week. But there was I think they caught that dump. They literally caught this buy. They literally caught this whole buy up before the sells. This is a crazy result. Next boot camp. So I'm letting you guys know right now. Paying attention because Inner Circle Phase 2 is launching. I'm going to do a boot camp soon. And I'm going to be teaching the strategy on that boot camp that gets results like this. All right. So make sure you guys are following me on Instagram and such so you know, or you're in the community so you stay updated when that boot camp comes. Because, yeah, Phase 2 is launching soon, Inner Circle. And it's going to be really dope. It's going to be fire. I'm telling you. You guys ain't ready for it. I'm already warming up. I've already been warming up, as you can see. If you guys haven't seen, I've already been warming up on the charts. Look how much I'm streaming, warming up for it. Warming up for it right now. All right, so it's loading. It's loading. Just warming up for it right now. I'm gonna do a boot camp when I launch. Make sure you guys, if you're not in the Inner Circle, you make sure you join before we do that boot camp, because the strategies like this I've been teaching. If you're in the Inner Circle, this result right here, the 442, like what I know what they did to achieve this, and it's nothing new. If you're in the Inner Circle, it's literally nothing new. This person turned $442 to $13,500 profit. Like we talked about yesterday, high leverage. That's high leverage right there. High leverage. See, look, this person. Oh damn, that's the sells. Oh yeah, TP would have got it. Damn. Some people caught some buys. Some of you guys caught some buys. It's good to see. It's good to see some people caught some buys. Hopefully. Sometimes it's don't wait on me, yo. Because if I didn't stream, I just want you guys to understand, I'd be in bed right now. I would have took those buys still from my bed. That's one of my offices, obviously. I'd be probably ordering I'd be doing what I'm doing right now. I'm actually ordering food right now. I'm ordering my breakfast. Like I'd be in bed right now that I would have took that trade, right? So I'm doing like new scheduling, new routine. Came on to trade with you. I came on to show you guys the trade, all right? I made $400 in how long? An hour and 44 minutes, all right? Can't stay on too long, all right? Value my time, all right? So I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. All right. I'll take $400 in an hour and 40. Well, how long have I been streaming? Hour and 44. All right. That's an all right day at work. That's an all right day at work. That is an all right day at work. I will take that. Remember the quote, the doctor's salary. You know, don't forget. I've had days where I'm like, man, I only made this much today, and it's like, dude, chill. Some people gotta work all month for that. You made it in a day. But y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up for the morning. That's gonna be it for me. And like I said, I'm still gonna be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming a couple more times this week, and I'm still gonna be streaming a lot until Inner Circle launches. Like I said, if you're not in Inner Circle in Phase 2 May, you're gonna be missing out on a lot of live streams. If you look how much I stream here on YouTube, stream a lot. I've been streaming a lot. So if you're not a part of Inner Circle when we launch the website, you're going to be missing out on a lot of live streams. That's where I'm going to be live streaming the most. I'll be popping up on here on YouTube a couple times. But if you look at, for example, just how much I've streamed in the last 2 weeks here, right? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20 sessions here just in the last 2 weeks. Well, 24. Yeah, I think, well, you can see 3 weeks ago. So, I mean, just here in the last 2 weeks, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24 sessions. So, just in the last 2 weeks. So, if you're not in Phase 2 a part of this. I'm going to be live streaming here. This is where I'm going to be live streaming a lot. For the most part, inside the website, you'll be missing out on a lot of experience, knowledge, repetition, just general knowledge. That's what it is. This is why I stream a lot, because like how you guys are gonna get good at trading is not by watching videos, taking signals, watching a course. It's by watching someone operate every single day, every single week. Like that's how you're gonna actually really learn how to trade, is by watching a trader who's been trading for 11 years operate, psychology, risk, everything. You're going to be able to take those things and learn. That's what people have been able to do. That's why this is different than other courses out there, because I'm here every single day literally showing you guys the trades, the signals, the losses, the wins, the psychology, the risk management, everything behind it, right? So if you're not a part of here, you're going to be missing out on a lot of live streams. I'm just saying. And the whole new classroom and videos. So it's a lot that you're going to be missing out on. So take what you can for the info I'm going over right now here. I've been streaming a lot with you guys here. Like if you look at how much I've streamed in the last bit, there's a lot of information here, experience. Like some of these lessons that I teach you guys are months of experience worth. Like some of the sessions like that I do with you guys are years of experience worth of lessons. Like that's one thing you guys got to realize. Like so when we launch the next phase, like in the first couple months, you guys are going to learn more in the first couple months again than you did in your last few years of trading. Most people who join the inner circle in here said they've been trading for 3, 4, 5 years. Most people who join the inner circle are already trading 3, 4, 5 years. And they seem to have had a breakthrough after joining. Most people, just being transparent, most people that joined, they been trading 3, 4, 5 years. Most people. Some of them are a year in, but most of the people who join the inner circle are already experienced traders, right? They're not brand new traders. They're not day one traders just starting. They're past the basics already. They have experience. They've blown accounts. That's most people who join. And something changes a little bit, whether it's a psychology or a little breakthrough. So this person joined on April 9th. Like, this is what I mean. This is what I'm talking about. This person posted. This is fire. This is what I'm talking about right now. Literally. Some of you guys got to post more in here. Some of you guys keep it active. That's why there's going to be a leaderboard. And we're changing things up. There's going to be a leaderboard. And going to be able to see, like, who's posting, who's more. The leaderboard and everything's changing up in here. On how we, like... So, like, when you post your activity, eventually it'll help you unlock certain things. Like, you're gonna see it'll be funner in the future, but for now, we're just getting the website out. But April 9th, I started the inner circle. Since then, I've made the result. Yeah, it's not a lot, but use safe lot size. But this is what I'm talking about. Finally, after 2 years, this is starting to click for me. And results I've never had before. It's just it's little things, yeah. Like it's a good result. That's a good result. That's a great result, right? That's a good result. They did $65. That's amazing. Like look at this. They're already 344 plus 368. They're already like when they joined April 9th. 2 years. Breakthroughs, things start to click because a lot of you guys are already experienced traders, but you don't know why. Like you don't know why and what you've been learning. And I'll just be completely honest. Most traders have been learning wrong, just psychology. It's really just psychology and risk management. I think a lot of psychology, strategy. I'm telling you guys, I ain't even capping. I might sound like I'm trying to hype things up, but I'm not that kind of person. If you chill around, like I don't try to hype things up. I'm pretty calm. I'm gonna eat my chicken now. All right, gotta go get that chicken. Yeah, I've been eating just chicken every day. Yeah, wait for pullbacks. No, we need good pullbacks. Like I'm talking like retracement, like down. It's too timid right now. Timid. It's timid. Who am I? Fucking too timid right now. Reading too many books. So happens when you're reading freaking books on psychology and stuff. Whatever I'm reading, whatever book I'm reading. Yeah, like most people who join the inner circle are kind of like this. It's not a day one trader. Like I just started trading for the first time. It's usually people who have already been trading. And like experience builds. Like here's the thing. Like a lot of you guys have been trading 2-3 years, and the reason why things like this happen is because like when the student's ready, the coach is always there. But it's always about how you get coached. But if you've been trading for 2 years and then you join a program like mine, and next thing you know, it changes. It's the foundation that you've built yourself already with the knowledge and experience that you've built already, just tweaked around, right? Like more put on the right tracks, maybe like just fine tuning things, refining things, relearning, and just wasted time corrected. Because if someone, like I was talking to someone yesterday who was trading for 5 years, and they said they joined the inner circle, and they were like, holy, like after 5 years, I feel like I wasted 5 years that I don't know what I was doing the last 5 years. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's why I started this community. Like, I was talking to a guy yesterday who wanted to join. He's been trading 5 years, and he's like, I don't know. I learned more than you in a month than 5 years about just what I've been doing. He's like, I learned more about myself in the last month than I have in 5 years. And I'm like, no, it's not that. It's that he learned about his 5 years in the last month. It's kind of the opposite way these people are saying it to me. When I'm like, no, it's just like that whole 5 year experience. You're reflecting on it now. You're becoming self-aware more now, in a sense. Like this guy was like, in 5 years, he's like, in 1 month, I learned more than I did in 5 years. And I'm like, no, you've probably learned a lot in 5 years, right? You're just kind of like experiencing a shift in that, a new version of it. That's how growth happens. That's how real growth actually happens. I'm telling y'all, I ain't even capping. Some people think I'm capping when I say this stuff. It's funny. You see the messages I get, and I'm like, man, you don't even know the testimonials I've seen. I probably haven't even seen all the testimonials. That's the crazy thing. But this is just posted today. Someone just posted this. This is a new member from April 9th. They caught some sells. Caught some fire sells. $65. This is like Giorgio style. This person's learning the Giorgio style. Look at it. I'm learning the Giorgio style. Frig, $65. Skill set. If like, some people might call this over leveraging. I mean, you can't. There's no other lot size you can use on this. Like, it's low risk, proper execution, risk tolerance. It's all about risk tolerance too. Because we have students, lots of students who have done this. I've shown this time and time again. No pullbacks yet. It hit 20. It hit 25 now. 25's down here. So we went up a bit more. Since we did pull back, we pulled up a bit more. I can adjust this a bit higher. We made a bit more of an extension. Yeah, so still the same plan. Waiting for a pullback. If I'm looking for another entry today, pullback, possibly deeper pullback. Because again, we have like this low that was made. From there, we just shifted up, made this high. We took out this high. So if we can get a retracement, this is a good setup to potentially look at. If we can get one. But y'all, I'm out. I'll be on later. I'm gonna stream It's Thursday. I'm going to stream 3 more times this week, so tap in. There's probably going to be at least 2. I'm probably going to look at 2 more setups between tonight and tomorrow morning. So we'll see. We'll see what's next. Maybe tonight. I took a buy in front of you guys again. That was a good trade. It was there at the time. $4,700. Whole numbers. 4,700. Like if you know whole numbers strategy, then $4,700. I was eyeing it since last night. I wanted to send a signal last night, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wait. Like I was a little picky, and I could have sent a signal, but and then I was like, I was eyeing 4,700 since last night. 4,700 whole numbers strategy. Whole numbers strategy. Most of you guys should know whole numbers. Whole numbers. People having real breakthroughs. One guy's taking like $1,000 to 40K, or no, like 50K now, if I'm not mistaken. We'll probably see an update soon. You know, those of you guys who have results like this, like it's okay to pay yourself. Like if you're getting results, like some of you guys, like what I would do probably if I was in an instance like this is I would withdraw, pay myself, try to start over. Right? Like we have where was it? Like it's in Discord too. You guys can go see in Discord. There's one member who's taken 1K to 40K in 3 months. Like when you do stuff like this, withdraw, pay yourself, start over. Like that's one thing I would do. It never hurts to even taking some profit along the way when you're doing flips like that, when you have the ball rolling, when you have rhythms. Because I've talked about this a lot in the year. In the last year, I've said this a lot. I'm about to wrap this up, and I'm just going to say this before I get off. You'll have times in trading that, like, trading could look like this at times. And let's just say this is the year, January. And January, you're gonna have ups and downs, to be honest. Like, you're going to have times of profitability. And you might times where things aren't as good. And you have times of profitability. You might have in a year a 3-month run. You might go on a 3-month run in the year. I did remember last year. I talked about this last year because I went on like a 4 or 5 month run and then it ended. Last year there was a time I went on like a 4 or 5 month run every trade, boom, 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 win every week, withdraw every single week from January till May. Withdrew every single week, $7, $8, $10,000 every single week, whatever it was, every week, boom, 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 was on a roll. And then 1 month it turned around, market changed, right? So trading is sometimes trying to recognize when you're being efficient or just trying to gain that rhythm, capitalizing on it when it's there and then stopping. Because like you can have months, like you can have phases in trading where, like, let's say this is January till May, where you have up for some months in there and then you go down, right? Or you like your flow, your rhythm, your results, your execution. Your execution might be clean for 3 months straight. 2-3 months straight, and then boom, down the gutter. Market changes. You have to adapt. Greedy. You're trading how you used to. You're trading the same. You keep trading. You keep trying to trade how you're trading, right? You could have, because most traders want to trade the year. That we want to trade every day, every week, every month, all through the year, right? Most traders treat trading like a job. You want to get paid every day, every week, every month, all through the year, right? But an effective trader could have a solid January to May and be like, I'm done for the year because I just made 40K in that time, or I went on a 3-month run. So you got to also harness your energy to execute the job, prepare yourself. Like, it's not always about trading every day. So, okay, I'm going to lock in these 3 months and make the most out of these 3 months. And maybe that 3 months can make a good amount of my year. That type of stuff. Like, 'cause like, This, like, everything I'm talking to you guys about is stuff you have to understand about why it might not make sense, because it doesn't sound all perfect and stuff, like how trading is sold to you out there in the world. Like, take this trade, it's the best strategy, 100% win rate, you'll win every trade, right? The best strategy ever in the world. I don't make my thumbnails, by the way. So, or the titles to my YouTube videos. Someone asked me, someone was like, why are you talking like this if your video says your strategy 100% win rate on your thumbnail? And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, right? Like, I tell you guys the real shit of everything, right? Because I'm in the industry. I know the industry. I've been in the industry for a long time. I know how people think, right? Okay, we're getting the PB. We're getting the PB. The pullback. Not peanut butter. Might come down to 25, but we're getting that pullback. Oh, it might stay on a little bit longer now. Let me go get some water at least. I got water here. No water. We're getting a pullback a bit. I'll stay on a little bit longer, but yeah, guys, like, it's just real talk. Like, if you can't handle some of the stuff I say, if it sounds like I'm being a dick, if I sound like I'm hating, if I sound like negative, no, it's just real talk. Like, I don't have time to waste to sugarcoat shit. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat shit with you guys. When I could be in bed, sleeping, eating chicken tenders, trading, right? Fuck, man, and fucking working on other stuff, right? I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit, right? I don't have time to do that and sit here and be like, oh yeah, like, if I wanted to do that, I'd do that. Like, I'll do that. Like, when I do the next boot camp, I'll do the perfect curated stuff. Right? I'll do the perfect pictures, the perfect PowerPoints, everything, the perfect lessons, all right? But this is to show you, like, these talks are to tell you that, like, it's real talk, like, things you're going to go through, things that most people even don't think about in the beginning, right? And just help you understand trading is very, very psychological. And it's just real talks. Like, if it sounds like too negative, like I'm just trying to prepare you guys for things you might not know. Take what you need, discard the rest. If I just want to get on here and open up my crypto portfolio, show you all the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and just flex and talk shit, and just I could just be a different style. And I'm preparing you guys. A couple of years from now, some of you guys will look back and be like, "Damn, that guy was right, man. He was right. All those days he was preaching." Watch, a couple of years. Maybe pullback. Yeah, we're getting the pullback, so just watch for the pullback. Like, it's 9 in the morning, so just watch for the pullback. We are getting it. Those sells, man. I told you guys, them sells were... I told you guys, watch some sells. Those sells were huge. I had a bad February and March, needless to say. But to me, like, it was bad for more people than it was for myself, actually. Like, if I lose 2 trades in a row, that's worse for more people than it is actually for me, right? Because people follow my trades. So I had an up and down, like, back and forth. I had a bad middle of February, and March, the month of March, was up and down. So I stayed patient. I sent less trades, and I just adapted to the market. Because there's a lot of volatility. And gold sells right now. If anything, it's going to come down. Like, it could come down to 47.20s. If anything, it sells, yeah. Like, I wouldn't buy here. No, definitely not. Look at it. It's a rejection candle on the 30-minute. This candle could reject. I wouldn't buy here. You have one candle. It's starting to reject. Definitely not. No. Don't, but no. Look at the 1 hour. It's starting to reject. 30 minutes rejecting. No. We don't do that. That's not how we do it. This will be a sell, if anything. Like, if anything, we could come down to 47.25, 47.20, or 47.15, 47.10 area. Could make a push down. I'm not gonna. Yeah, like it just broke. Like, it just broke. It's probably gonna wick back a bit and try to come down. This thing's gonna come down a bit. It's gonna retest, like, down here. That's where I'll look for entries. If we get, like, a good pullback down to there, a couple candlesticks. Like, this is just one candle dropping right now. And the next candle could drop. The next candle could drop. So probably have to watch this for another hour or so. But yeah, keep an eye on this. That's what I'm going to watch for the morning. Might send a signal out if you're in the inner circle, depending on if this pulls back good enough. But it could come down to 47.10, 47.15. Yeah, like 47.10, 47.15. It's just real talks, yo. Real talks with E-Cabs, alright? Real talks. Check out the YouTube videos. Gonna be dropping some YouTube videos. Gonna be dropping some new cool content soon as well. Check out the YouTube videos. Been posting some fire breakdowns as well. If you haven't seen all the YouTube videos, make sure you check them out. But yo, I'm out. I'm gonna wrap it up for now. Gold is coming down. You'll have to watch it, so this is one candle. I wouldn't just jump into buys. No, no, no. If anything, the next 30 minute could still drop. This 30 minutes rejecting. Next 30 minute could come down. Even the next, yeah, like it's just one candle right now. The next candle could come down, and the next, like you could have multiple candles coming down, right? So looking for this to pull back. I'm out though. I'll see everybody next stream. Hop on tonight, later today.